This is All India Radio Shillong, the Northeast News Bulletin, read by Arundhati Paul. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is underway, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011-239-78046 and 011-239-71075. And the helpline for Meghalaya is 108 and 1070. And now the news in detail. In Assam, campaigning is gaining momentum for the by-polls to 5 assembly seats to be held on the 30th of this month. A total of 31 candidates are in the fray. Senior leaders of various political parties tried to woo the voters in their campaign at Gosaigaon, Tamulpur, Bhawanipur, Thaura and Moriani. Nearly 8 lakh voters will exercise their voting rights in the by-polls and all COVID-19 protocols should be followed. The by-polls in Gosaigaon and Tamalpur are necessitated due to the death of sitting MLAs, while the Bhawanipur, Thaura and Moriani seats fell vacant after the resignation of 3 MLAs who joined the ruling BJP. Meghalaya Home Minister Lakshman Rumboy has assured that the by-elections to the 3 assembly constituencies will be held in a peaceful environment. His statement came in the wake of the recent threats issued by the banned Hinatrep National Liberation Council against voting for the ruling National People's Party. Rumboy said police are not taking any threat lightly and took steps to prevent people who are trying to create trouble and disturbing peace and tranquility. Morinkeneng, Rajabala and Moplang constituencies will go to by-polls on the 30th of this month. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that it is now time to discard the sense of disintegration and work together for a united Manipur and India. Speaking at the state-level Meira Hongchoba festival at Imphal yesterday, Singh said that unity between the hill and valley people had strengthened in the past 4.5 years with the coming of the new government in Manipur. He also said it was testified on many occasions when the people of hill districts gave helping hands to the valley people during the lockdown due to the COVID-19. Meira Hongchoba is a festival which exemplifies oneness and brotherhood among the people of different ethnic communities of Manipur and celebrated with pomp, gaiety and traditional fervour. Conduct of important age-old rituals and presentation of colourful cultural items of different communities were the main highlights of the celebration. During the celebration, leaders of both valley and hill districts exchanged gifts. In Tripura, the High Court has asked the central and state governments to constitute a team of officials to assess the condition of Karbong ethnic community, which is on the verge of extinction in the state. The team of officials will visit and make an assessment of the area and needs of the community and submit its report by way of an affidavit. Taking cognizance of a media report, the Division Bench of Tripura High Court, which comprised of Chief Justice Indrajit Mahanti and Justice Subhashish Talapatra, registered a suo motu PIL and heard the matter. The next hearing is on November 12th. The Karbong is a sub-tribe of Halam community of Tripura living in Atharamura hill range with only 122 people belonging to 31 families. In Manipur, Loktak Day was celebrated in Loktak Lake, the largest freshwater lake in the entire northeastern region. The celebration was held to create awareness on the need to preserve the ecosystem of the lake. Yesterday was the 32nd celebration day. A ministerial team led by State Fishery Minister S. Rajan Singh attended the celebration and released more than 4 lakh fingerlings into the lake. An experimental fish farm at Sendra, an island in the lake, was also re-inaugurated. As a result of mass fish catching through different methods, the number of aquatic creatures in the lake has decreased day by day. Majority of the people residing around the lake depend on the lake for livelihood, with fishing as their main occupation. And with that, we end the Northeast News Bulletin from All India Radio, Shillong. Have a nice day.